right. Double opt-in has its place, but but as you can imagine, you lose a lot of people because a lot of people do not confirm. Okay, so for a lot of stuff, you're going to want single opt-in. Okay, and Aweber is automatically double opt-in unless you turn it off when you first start your first autoresponder. All right, so don't forget that. So Aweber, like Aweber, been using them since literally I think 2000 or whenever whenever they came out. I mean, it's been a long time. Aweber, I like iContact. iContact I like because again, it's easy to do single opt-in. You don't have to go through any changes to do single opt-in. But also with iContact, you can mix and match in different lists. Okay, so Aweber doesn't allow you to import lists. Okay, iContact, you can import a list. Okay, so if you already have a list of names from another list, you can import into iContact and send emails to it, whereas you can't do that at Aweber. All right. So like iContact, also GetResponse. Okay, GetResponse is good. They're pretty affiliate friendly. And again, I think the pricing for all these is around the same. Starting out around the same. So you're gonna need an autoresponder. Next thing you're gonna need domain names. Okay. Starting out with what we're talking about, you can probably just deal with one domain name for now, and you can put a lot of different different offers stuff on it, but you're going to need a source for domain names. I use Namecheap for .com. It's like $9 and you get the privacy for free. So that's why there's plenty of them out there, but you use whatever you want. But I use Namecheap. You're going to need hosting. All right. We're actually launching our own hosting companies coming here real soon. It's called Untouchable Hosting. So that's going to be coming soon. Be on the lookout for that. But until then, lots of directions you could go. For a newbie, I would recommend HostGator. You get HostGator, you can get a package called the Baby. All right, what I'll do is I'll send out a resource list, and I'll have links for all this stuff, so it's all in one place. But you get the HostGator Baby. I think it's like $7 a month, and you can host unlimited domains. Okay, so what that means is that basically, if you have 2, 3, 4 different domain names, you can put them all in that one hosting account. So you only pay for one hosting account. So you got that. You also need, this is actually, it's not a need, but something that you should have is a basic HTML editor, okay? Something where you can modify web pages. Again, you don't have to know how to do any kind of web design, know anything about web pages or anything like that, but it helps, okay? It will help you, okay? So take the time to maybe learn, and you can use, I use Dreamweaver. There's lots of them. You can just Google HTML editor. I used to use Microsoft Front Page. I don't even think it's called that anymore. But anyway, that's something that's nice to have, because you want to be able to do basic stuff on web pages, on your landing pages, and also you need outsourcers. All right. So and I recommend scriptlance.com. Why? Scriptlance is cheaper than Elance. I mean, you can get jobs down to like $10 if you want. All right, it's easy to use. Basically, what you do is you post a job. You go to Scriptlance, you post a job. So you say, I want a landing page that looks kind of like this and has this and then a bit of this and this, and then different providers will bid on it. They're like, okay, well, I'll do it for $30. I'll do it for $40, whatever. You pick one, and they tell you how long it's going to take. You pick one, they do it. Bam. So this is how you're going to get your stuff done. Okay, so if you have no idea about how to make pages and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about it. You can use somebody else's Scriptlance. You can outsource. If you do know how to make basic pages, then more power to you. That'll be good, and you save some money. But again, you can get basic landing pages made anywhere from $20, $30, $40, $50. All right, depending on the complexity of the page. All right, so that's what you're going to need right there. Any questions on that? Let me refresh my screen here. Any questions on the ingredients? I'm just seeing some of Nick's things here. It's about yeah, Eva Longoria is pretty hot there. And Martha, yeah, she did some time, but she's back in the kitchen. Back in the kitchen. All right. Okay, so everybody's clear on that stuff. All right. Um, so that's the basic things you need. All right, so now let's talk about traffic sources. Okay, tons of traffic sources out here. Where do I think you should start? Where do I think newbies should start? Well, in my opinion, and there are varying opinions on this topic, but in my opinion, you should start with CPV or PPV. Okay, cost per view or pay per view, same thing. Basically talking about pop-ups. All right. And the reason I say this is because it has the least amount of moving parts, okay? For CPV, you have a target or list of targets, which would be keywords or URLs, and then you have a landing page, and that's it. All right, you have landing page and you have targets, and then basically your landing page pops up when somebody that types in the target or they go to the target URL. All right. But I go through the basic how CPV works in the CPA 101 video. Okay, so I would say traffic sources start with CPV, number one, plenty of fish, number two, and then Facebook, number three. Okay, that's how I would get started. That's the hierarchy of what I would do. And as I go through some examples, you'll see exactly why. Because you can take some of the campaigns that you do on CPV and you can move them right over to Plenty of Fish. All right, right over to Plenty of Fish, and then from there you can move a lot right to Facebook. And now, this is not, this is what I recommend. Okay, maybe you're already working on Plenty of Fish, maybe you're already working on Facebook. That's cool. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I think all three of these are fairly good for beginners. I mean, Facebook is a little hairy as far as getting stuff approved. But other than that, I mean, it's not really super difficult. And yeah, so that, that's how I think you should go. CPV, Plenty of Fish, and then Facebook. Now, what are the CPV networks that I recommend? These are the ones I recommend. Lead impact first. Well, first of all, what is CPV, PPV? Is real quick for these who don't know. Basically, these are pop-ups, okay? So basically, this is when your ad is served to serve as a pop. That could be either pop-up or pop-under. Okay, pop-up is what we normally think of as a pop-up, where you have a little window popping up in front of the page. Okay, that's a pop-up. Those are more effective. Okay, you also have pop-unders, which loads the full page underneath the page. So when they close that page, then they see your page. All right, so that's a pop-under. All right. All of these, the four that I list here, all of them are pop-up, except for add-on network. Add-on network are pop-unders. But I like lead impact. They have a lot of traffic. International and U.S. Traffic Advance, same thing. The only thing about Traffic Advance that maybe for some newbies might be a difficulty is that A, you have to, it's at least $1,000 deposit, and B, you have to have a referral. But just but that's still available. You can still get in there. Lead impact, I don't think the minimum deposit is as high. I don't know exactly what it is. It might be like $100, maybe $200, but no more than 200. For lead impact, media traffic, again, I think $100 or $200. Add-on network, you can get in like $50 actually, I think. Those are the four networks that I personally work with and recommend. The first two primarily. Okay, I don't really do a whole lot of media traffic anymore. But they are very good for newbies, especially because the traffic volume is just not there. It used to be higher. It's not there anymore. But for just starting out, it's good because you're not going to, really spend a lot of money. But the traffic quality is good though. Okay, it does convert pretty well. Add-on network, I've done a lot of business with add-on network. The thing about them is that you have to get to know your account manager. Okay, because the way add-on network works is they have like, I don't know, over 100, 200 different like traffic sources where they get the traffic from that you can cut off and on. Okay, and so you need to know a lot of these sources are total garbage. All right, so you need to know which sources are good, which sources are not. And the only people that know that, other than you by blowing out all money, is the account managers, and they can show you or even turn them off for you, turn off the bad ones for you, let you know which ones are. I mean, a lot of times when I'm gonna add on, out of the 200 traffic sources that they have, I may only have 1 or 2 turned on. All right, so so that's key. It's real key there to get to know your account manager. So those are the 4 networks that I recommend. And tracking is hugely important. Now, depending on what your budget is, okay, if you have that $1,000 budget or plus, I would say $1,000 plus budget, I would get CPV Lab. All right, and you can get it from my link, which is superfillerrockstar.com/CPV Lab. That's like the #1 track. I mean, not only for CPV, you can use that for everything, for every traffic source. It's great. I love it. I know the guys that run it. It's the best. I love it better than any traffic tracking system I've ever seen. I like it. Does everything, every wild, crazy thing, monetization paths and stuff that you want to do. So I like CPV Lab. Now, if you don't have the budget for that, you can do everything with splittestrockstar.com. All right, and that's my tracking system. Excuse me, it's actually my split testing system that I allow you to use for free. But you can use it to track your CPV campaigns as well, and you can use it because one thing about CPV is that you're going to want to do a lot of split testing, okay? Because you're going to want to quickly optimize and see which pages and which offers convert the best. So you need the ability to rotate pages and to split test them. So you get that with Split Test Rockstar. All right. So again, if you have a budget, by all means, get superfillerrockstar.com/CPV Lab. If budget is low, you can use Split Test Rockstar, for your tracking. All right. So now let's talk about landing pages. And if you heard the first webinar, that I did last week, I talked and harped on the fact that, one of the #1 affiliate mistakes that I see people make is not using landing pages. And quite frankly, that is one thing that separates the boys from the men, the girls from the women. It separates the people making money from the people that's not. All right. So get in the habit of using landing pages. Use them all the time. Like me, very rarely do I direct link. Very, very rarely. And even when I do, normally I just use a frame page. So, it's not even a true direct link. But the purpose of the landing page is to pre-sell, okay? I always, use the analogy, it's like holding hands before the kiss, okay? You're on a date with somebody, and you might reach for their hand or grab their hand or something like that, something like that before you just, kiss them full out, okay? Before you stick your tongue down their throat. I mean, there are some steps that's going to happen before that, right? So, so in this case, if you have an offer and that, say it's trying to collect some information, so it's trying to collect, name, address, phone number, email, and so when somebody lands on that page and they see all that stuff, they're like, well, wait, who are you? Why should I give you my information? Okay, but if you put a pre-sale page there in front of it, and in a lot of cases, the pre-sale page doesn't even have to do that much, and you'll see some examples. The pre-sale page doesn't have to do that much, but it's just a step. It's just a step that you put in between them actually taking an action, and it warms them up. Okay, it's kind of like a warm-up. All right. So even though there's less clicks that actually get through to the actual offer, the clicks are way more qualified and they convert way better. Okay, if you use a pre-sale page. All right. Now, and pre-sale pages can be easy. It can be as easy as duplicating an offer page. Okay, you can, like, for a email submit, for example. I think I have an example. Later, you can have a pre-sale page that looks exactly like the offer page, but instead of where it says enter your email, it can just be like a big thing that says click here. To click there, they go to the next page. It looks exactly like your page, and it has, put in your email, and then bam. And a lot of times, more times than not, that will convert better than just sending the traffic directly to the email submit page. All right. The other thing about landing pages is that they give you control. Okay. So say, you set up a campaign, you do all this research and stuff, you test all these different targets, and so you have your nice list of, targets, and you have this offer is converting, and then the offer goes away. And they all do eventually go away. Now what? Now you're screwed. Now you got to start over. Okay, your campaign is over. Okay. Whereas if you're sending that traffic to a landing page that goes to your page first, then the offer, well, now you control the campaign, and then you can just, plug any offer, in the back of it, just to convert. Okay, so it gives you a lot of control, because trust me, when I first started doing this stuff, I did more direct linking, and when the offer was gone, so was my campaign, and that was it. Okay, the other good thing about using landing page, which we're going to talk about at length tonight, is that it allows you to collect data. Okay, in particular emails. Okay, so you can build an email list. All right, when you send traffic directly to the offer, you're collecting data for the advertiser. Okay, you're building their list, their database. And your database, your list, that's your wealth. Okay, that is the source of money. Okay, because you know what I do, like if I want to make some money, outside of running campaigns, I'll send an email to my list. We'll see, I'll come up with a promotion, I'll do a webinar, blah, blah, whatever, but it's like instant money. All right, Dan Kennedy, he has this saying, it's like, if you want to do something, you want to buy a new car, you want to do this, he's like, send the bill to the list. Okay, you send your bill to the list. You send something to your list to make you money, and that's how you pay for stuff. And that's what having a list, that's what having a database allows you to do. Okay, it's a very powerful thing. So even when you're done paying for traffic, and you're not even paying for traffic, you have your own list that you can monetize over and over and over again. All right, and then also, like I said, using landing page, it makes the offers plug and play. So now you own the page. Just like, for example, like myself, like I do a lot of, like rebuild. I do like a lot of like nutraceutical, skin, diet, stuff like that. All right, so now I have the landing pages are mine, and so what do I do if the offer that I'm using goes away or whatever, gets a pay decrease or something like that? Then I just put in another offer. Okay, and life goes on just without missing the beat. I'm still making money. It doesn't matter. All right, if the offer goes away or not. I just plug in another offer right there. All right, so that, that's why you gotta have landing pages. All right, so let me make sure I got the right thing here. 1 second. So more stuff about landing pages. I'll let you guys enjoy the view there. But that's what good landing pages will get you. Lots of money and the things that come along with money. My wife's going to be pissed. I shouldn't have showed that picture of her playing in our money. Alright. Oh well, anyway. She'll go over it. She likes money. Alright, so now for landing pages, you should do a squeeze page where you can, okay? Now listen, it would be nice if for every single offer, every single time, you can have a squeeze page and you could collect data and emails and build a list, but I would be lying to you if I said that was the case, okay? Because a lot of times you can't. If you're buying traffic, if you're buying traffic, then you have to, get kind of an immediate return in order to pay for the traffic, somewhat immediate, all right? So and sometimes if you're collecting names, doing a squeeze page, the monetization might not happen quickly enough, all right? So I'm going to show you a lot of examples. A lot of examples do not, aren't squeeze pages, but a lot of them are. So, try to do it where you can, but just realize that you're not going to be able to do it all the time. All right. So just, try to run squeeze pages, but don't, kill yourself, kick yourself. if you can. Use them all the time, okay? Where to get ideas? Okay, now write this down. Go to the site. Buy it right now. Yes, it's an affiliate link. But look, if you want to do CPV, you have to get this this membership. It's called blackpops.com. It's I've been using it for a while, and it's great. All right. So if you want to get ideas as far as the pops that people are out there, basically a pop-up scraper. It's like a spy tool for CPV. So you just go to rockstaroffer.com/pops. Called Black Pops. Sign up. I think it's like $99 or something like that, $100. But it was worth every single penny. I mean, it has all. Look, if you're doing CPV, you have to get this tool. Okay, this software. Just get it. I was not even software. It's a membership site. All right, so you gotta do it. But that will give you tons of ideas, because here's the thing. Here's one of the keys to the success in this whole internet marketing, affiliate marketing game. This is my key to success. Okay, I call it SDI: swipe, deploy, and improve. Okay, why? There's no need to guess what's going to work, what's going to make money. Okay, the stuff is all around you, especially on the internet. It's so transparent because people have to be out on the internet for people to see their stuff for them to make money. All right, so look, do not reinvent the wheel. All right, find something that's already working, model it, do it better. Okay, out-market the people, but start with something that works. Start with something that you know make money. Don't just come out like something out of the blue like, oh, maybe let me try this. No, don't do that. Do that once you're already successful and got some cash flow coming. But if you want to develop the cash flow, it's marketing. Marketing is about seeing what's working, seeing what people are already buying, and then doing it better. All right. So the best tool out there that I can think of. There's some other like CPV spy tools, but I know the one I don't even know if it's still out anymore, but it was pretty expensive. It was like $2 something a month or something like that. Like I said, this is like $100 one time. All right. So highly recommend it. But anyway, so it's going to give you some ideas. Now the other thing that you can do is again, more than budget. If you want to see what pops are out there, you can go to Traffic Advance. The way they get their data is from GameVance. Okay, so you go to GameVance.com. You can download the software. You can play games for free, whatever. You download the software, then that will serve pops on your computer. So you go to GameVance.com, and then for Lead Impact, I think it's Hotbar. Okay, you go to Hotbar.com, and then you download that. It's like a some search bar or something. Toolbar. It's a toolbar. And then you can see the pops there. So you can actually go to different sites, type in different keywords, and see what's popping. Literally see what's popping. All right. So that's what you want to do. All right. So the other thing, like I kind of touched on before, is outsource. Okay, you can get people to make your landing pages for you on scriptlance.com. Also, you can check around the forums. There's affiliate marketing forums, internet marketing forums, Facebook groups. There's always people talking about they make landing pages and stuff like that. It's always people that can make landing pages for you like really, really inexpensive. And again, this is a must. Avoid direct linking for the long term. Okay, avoid it. I'm telling you. It's good maybe sometimes for just starting something, just to see if something will work, but really, really avoid like the plague. Get a landing page, because again, the offer will go away. And if your campaign is built around, if your campaign is built around just one, particular offer landing page that you can't control, it's just a matter of time before it's over. Okay. Now, one thing, if you do find something that works, direct linking that works well, knock it off before it goes away. All right, so take a screenshot of it, save it, do whatever, but knock it off, and then that way you own it and you have it. All right, and then you can run it through your own back end or whatever. All right, so that's that. So now, I'm going to pass the mic over to Rico. He is going to he's going to take over for the middle portion. He's got some good stuff to talk about, and you know, then I'll when I come back, I'm going to go through. I picked out 5 offers because these are real offers that are on our network right now that you can start promoting right now. And I'm going to go through those 5 offers and show you exactly how to promote them. So let me pass the mic over to Rico. Take it away. Hold up. Is that still me? Oops. Did it pass you, Rico?
Let me see. Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, here it goes. Let's see. Is it showing my? Can you see my screen? Oh no, here it goes. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Make sure my screen's good. All right, you guys can see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, cool. What I'm going to basically talk about, guys, is landing pages, opt-in pages, basically building a list. I'm going to talk about just some basic ones, some specific examples on, building a list. This is one right here. And then that you can use for, pop-ups, PPC, Facebook, dating, whatever, or Plenty of Fish. But what I like to do, is build a list when possible, and I'm going to show you some examples of things that work, give you guys some ideas so that you can run with them and basically take it from there. All right, so this is a site, or a simple opt-in page, basically, and as you can see, it's extremely basic, but these type of pages work extremely well, pretty much because of the fact that they are basic. So I mean, like for instance, this one is paid surveys. If you guys aren't familiar with what a paid survey is, it's essentially a CPA offer, and what happens is these companies pay people to take surveys to either give them opinions on like a show or something, like maybe even a product. And they pay them real money, so it's an actual CPA offer, and it's a good way, just from my experiences, particularly with survey offers, to kind of collect the data, pass them on to the survey offer, and then you're just following up with them by email with other offers that are relevant to making money, which could be business opportunities, email submits that show people how to save money on coupons or whatever, making money, saving money, and there's a whole gambit of things that you can promote on the back end. But this is an example of this very simple page that you could copy right now, start testing it, and start getting some opt-ins and start making some money with. All right. So just as an example here, obviously, somebody enters their name and email address, and then they get sent to a page like this. This is a CPA offer. If you guys haven't seen this one, it's called Vendel Research. It's been around for years, the offer. It's one of the most popular survey sites. They pay people actual money. They paid out millions of dollars, so it's a legitimate CPA offer that actually pays people real money. So, when you send people from here, simple site, really simple, basic, headline, sub-headline, call to action. Boom, they go here. All right. So real quickly, because since this is like a newbie training, I'm assuming some of you guys maybe have never created landing pages, maybe have never even really taken a look at landing pages from a marketing standpoint. So you're not really even thinking of, you're just seeing this page, and you might not even be thinking about it from a marketing standpoint. So like Greg mentioned before, there's what I call a rites of passage in marketing, or just whatever. If you have a big goal and you want to achieve something, I always feel that, no matter how many shortcuts you're given, no matter how many mentors you have, there's still a rites of passage that's involved with, being successful or kind of reaching those goals that you set for yourself. And the reason I say all that is because, you see this page, you're like, oh, this is really simple. I can just create this page and send traffic to it, and I'll make money. But it really, it gets deeper than that. You know, when I teach people, I really talk about the mindset of a marketer. Like, I do this full time. I do this for a living, and everything I look at, if I'm watching a commercial on TV, from watching a movie to almost anything that I see, I think of it from a standpoint of a marketer. And in doing so, I'm able to when I look at things, I say, okay, I could see why this would work versus why this wouldn't work. Or maybe it's all about the mindset. So when you start thinking like that, and this is just my opinion, but when you start thinking like that naturally, I believe that you're ready to achieve success in this internet marketing stuff. Because that's, you know, when you start thinking like that, you've kind of consumed your mind thinking from that standpoint that a page that is simple as this could make a lot of money for you. All right, from an opt-in standpoint, and it doesn't just have to be surveys. It could be anything where you have a good headline, obviously free, get paid taking surveys, straight to the point. That's your headline. You know, you want to always have a good headline, trying to keep it simple, at least in this example. And then you have a sub-headline, which basically explains, you know, what they're going to get.